Most traders don't make it past their first year. They blow up their accounts chasing signals, chasing hype, chasing quick money. Some survive a little longer. 3 years, maybe 5, but sooner or later, fear, greed, or overconfidence catches up to them, and the market shows no mercy. But then, there are the rare ones, the outliers, the traders who don't just survive a few years, they endure for decades. While most blow up chasing the thrill of fast money, these few play a completely different game. Year after year, through bull markets where everything seems unstoppable and bear markets where panic takes over, they remain steady. Through euphoric rallies that convince the crowd, this time it's different. And through brutal crashes that wipe out fortunes overnight, they keep showing up calm and focused. While everyone else is burning out, exhausted by overtrading, broken by losses, or chasing the next miracle system, these traders quietly pull money out of the market over and over again. Not because they found a secret system no one else knows about. Not because they're smarter or luckier, but because they mastered something far rarer. The ability to stay disciplined, patient, and emotionally stable when everyone else is losing their minds. Imagine this. One trader managed to stay consistently profitable for over 25 years. Think about that for a moment. 25 years in a game where most don't last even 12 months. He lived through the dot-com bubble when tech stocks soared like rockets and then came crashing down. He survived the 2008 financial crisis when entire banks collapsed and panic gripped the world. He adapted through political shocks, unexpected wars, and market crashes that wiped out over-leveraged traders overnight. He kept trading through pandemics that shut down economies, froze supply chains, and sent volatility off the charts. Year after year, cycle after cycle, while others were blown out by greed, fear, or stubbornness, he didn't just survive. He thrived, because while markets shifted, his foundation never changed. He didn't rely on luck. He didn't depend on predicting the future. He built something stronger, a mindset that could weather any storm. And here's the shocking part. He didn't do it with some holy grail strategy. There wasn't a hidden formula tucked away in a trading book. There wasn't a magic pattern that worked every time. He didn't rely on a single indicator flashing by and sell signals like a crystal ball. He didn't trust some black box system or high-tech robot to do the work for him. And no, he didn't have an AI algorithm secretly predicting the future. So how'd he do it? How did he stay profitable for more than 2 decades, while so many others blew up and disappeared? Here's the twist. His secret wasn't about the market at all. It wasn't about outsmarting price or knowing what was coming next. It was about himself. One simple shift in mindset. A shift that turned trading from an emotional roller coaster into a consistent, disciplined business. A shift that almost every trader overlooks because they're too busy chasing shortcuts. And that's the shift I'm going to share with you today. Because once you see it, you'll never look at trading the same way again. Part 1. The obsession with strategy. Let's be honest. When most people first step into trading, what's the very first thing they go hunting for? The perfect strategy. The secret pattern. That one magical indicator that promises to never fail. I get it. I've been there too. You spend late nights scrolling through forums, hoping someone has cracked the code. You binge watch videos where every thumbnail screams, "This setup will change your life." You download templates, test robots, buy into courses, all chasing the idea that if you can just find the right setup, you'll finally unlock the key to the market. And at first, it feels like it's working. You catch a few wins. The strategy looks solid. You think, yes, I've found it. This is the one. But then something shifts. The same setup that made you money yesterday starts failing today. Loss after loss creeps in. You tweak it, adjust it, add another filter, but no matter what you do, the edge slips away. And so the cycle begins again. Back to searching, back to testing, back to chasing the next so-called holy grail. Here's the uncomfortable truth most traders don't want to hear. Strategies fade. Markets evolve. What crushed it in 2005 might bleed you dry in 2015. What worked beautifully during low volatility can blow up during high volatility. The moment the environment changes, the strategy loses its edge. And that's why so many traders bounce endlessly from system to system. They think the problem is external. Maybe I just need a better indicator. Maybe I just need a better strategy. But the truth? They're fixing the wrong problem. Because it was never just about the strategy. It was about the trader behind it. Part 2, the trader's secret. This is where our veteran trader was different. While everyone else was busy trying to outsmart the market, he focused on something completely different. For 25 years, he didn't rely on predicting prices. He wasn't staring at charts, trying to guess the next candle. He wasn't hunting for that one magical setup that promised guaranteed profits. His real edge was something most traders ignore. It wasn't about the market at all. It was about himself. Think about that for a second. The majority of traders spend 99% of their time asking, where is the price going next? But this trader flipped the question around. Instead, he asked, how am I going to respond, no matter where the price goes? And that single shift from controlling the market to controlling himself was what kept him profitable for over 2 decades. Sounds too simple, right? Almost disappointing. You might be thinking, come on, it has to be more complicated than that. But here's the paradox. The deeper you go into trading, the more you realize that complexity doesn't make you money. Control does. And since none of us can control price, the only thing left to master is ourselves. Now let me break it down. Part 3, breaking down the mindset. Most traders don't realize it, but they're addicted to the thrill. They chase big moves, scalp random setups, and crave that adrenaline hit every time price spikes. The problem? Excitement and consistency don't mix. Our veteran trader understood this early. He wasn't in the game for excitement. He was in it for longevity. So he built his edge around boring, repetitive setups. The same rules, day after day, trade after trade. And when that signal came, he didn't hesitate. He didn't overthink. He didn't ask, what if this one loses? He simply executed like a machine, because discipline isn't glamorous, but it's the only thing that compounds. Process over outcome. Most traders tie their emotions to the result of a single trade. If it's a win, they feel like a genius. If it's a loss, they feel like a failure. That roller coaster is what destroys accounts. But this trader? He judged success by one metric only. Did I follow my process? A winning trade where he broke the rules was a failure. A losing trade where he followed the rules was a success. Because he knew, one trade doesn't matter. What matters is the outcome of hundreds of trades over time. And when you truly get this, when you stop chasing single outcomes, the market suddenly becomes a lot less stressful. You don't need every trade to win. You just need to stick to the process long enough for your edge to play out. Adaptation over ego. Here's where most traders blow up. They find a system that works for a while, and then, when conditions change, they refuse to let go. They keep forcing the same setups, trying to bend the market to their will. That's not trading. That's gambling with ego. Our veteran trader was different. When conditions shifted, he shifted too. Sometimes that meant cutting his position size in half. Sometimes that meant sitting on the sidelines for weeks, waiting for clarity. And sometimes it meant reworking his entire approach. He didn't cling to the past. He didn't need to be right. He needed to survive. Because ego is expensive in trading. But flexibility? Flexibility is priceless. Risk before reward. And maybe the most important mindset of all, he never asked, how much can I make? He always asked, how much can I lose? And can I live with that? That one question saved him again and again. Because here's the trap most traders fall into. They see a setup and immediately calculate the potential reward. If I put in this much, I could double my account. The fantasy takes over before they've even placed the trade. But what they never stop to ask is, if I'm wrong, and I will be wrong sometimes, what will this cost me? Can I survive it? Think about it. A trader who risks everything on one so-called perfect setup may win once, maybe twice. They might even feel invincible for a short while. But eventually, that setup fails. And it only takes one catastrophic loss to wipe out years of progress. Our veteran trader refused to play that game. He sized his positions so that no single trade could destroy him. He treated risk like oxygen, something he couldn't live without. And because he always protected his downside, he never had to panic when a trade went against him. That calmness, that ability to shrug off a loss. It isn't just about numbers. It's about freedom. Freedom to stay in the game, to keep trading tomorrow, next month, next year. Because here's the ultimate truth. Reward will take care of itself if you take care of risk first. Survival isn't optional in trading. It's the foundation. And surviving long enough is what allows you to thrive. Our veteran knew this. So he sized his position small enough that no single trade could ruin him. He managed risk like oxygen, because without it, the game ends instantly. And that's why he lasted, because surviving is what allowed him to thrive. Part 4, the paradox of trading success. And here's the paradox most traders never understand. The ones who are obsessed with making money are usually the ones who lose it the fastest. They over-leverage. They overtrade. They chase every move as if missing out is worse than losing everything. Their entire mindset is built on greed and fear, and the market punishes both. But then there are the rare ones, the ones who don't obsess over money at all. Instead, they obsess over their mindset, over protecting their capital, over following their process day after day, even when it feels boring, even when it feels slow. And here's the irony. Those are the traders who end up making money year after year, not because they outsmarted the market, but because they outdisciplined themselves. You see, the market doesn't care how smart you are. It doesn't care about your degree, your IQ, or your talent. The market rewards something far rarer: discipline, patience, emotional control. That's why two traders can use the same strategy. One blows up in a few months, while the other compounds steadily for decades. The difference isn't the system. The difference is the self. So if you want to last in this game, don't just study charts. Don't just memorize setups. Don't just chase the next indicator. Study yourself. Study your impulses, your fears, your habits, your discipline. Because the real secret to 25 years of consistent profit has nothing to do with predicting the market, and everything to do with mastering your own psychology. At the end of the day, the hardest battle in trading isn't against other traders. It isn't against institutions. It isn't even against the market. It's against yourself. And the traders who win that battle are the ones who survive. Now let me ask you something. What do you think sabotages traders the most? Is it fear? The hesitation that makes you miss opportunities? Is it greed? The urge to push too hard and risk too much? Or is it ego? The voice that refuses to admit you're wrong until it's too late? I want to hear from you. Drop your answer in the comments below. I'll be reading them. And I'm curious to see which one you think is the deadliest trap. And if this video gave you value, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button so more traders can discover this. Subscribe if you want more deep dives into trading psychology, mindset, and the real truths that most trading channels don't talk about. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because let's be real, most traders aren't losing because of bad strategies. They're losing because of bad psychology. Remember this, strategies will come and go. Indicators will work, then fail. Markets will shift, evolve, and surprise us again and again. But the one thing that lasts forever is mindset. Master that, and the game changes. Ignore it, and the market will teach you the hard way.